Hi guys, Jared here. It's a little bit bright, so sorry if you see sort of like a reflection here, but whatever. Today I'm going to talk about Watch Dogs. I'm going to talk about my impressions. I'm about through the second act of the game, which is the largest act of the game. And I'd say I'm about just under halfway done the game. And so I thought I would talk a little bit about what my impressions are. Of course, naturally, these could change as I make my way through the entire game, but for now, this is what I think. Blah. No. All right, so when Watch Dogs was first announced, I was kind of concerned because open world games as a whole are starting to feel, at least to me, a little bit repetitive, a little bit generic, a little bit this, a little bit that. It's very hard to make a game that really stands out because Grand Theft Auto, the formula that they've done, that Rockstar has done, has just been so pitch perfect that for anyone else to sort of jump in and separate themselves and still feel unique and important and whatever, it's very hard to do. You've got guys like Sucker Punch that have Infamous. Now, Infamous's gimmick, or its thing, or its whatever, is the fact that you're essentially becoming a superhero, right? Like, you've got powers and you get more and more powerful as the game goes on, yada, yada, yada. Prototype was the mutation. Saints Row is its wackiness, its all-out craziness. Which other ones are there? There's games like Crackdown, where you become almost like a superhero. You start off with, you know, minor abilities, and then you can leap the tallest building with a single bound. And then you've got Grand Theft Auto, that ever since Grand Theft Auto 4 has taken itself really serious. Like, the stories have become really, really serious, really deep, the focal point of the game. And they've built some wackiness around it, but it's really streamlined into, well, what it is today, what we saw with Grand Theft Auto 5. So with Watch Dogs, I was just kind of concerned, like, how is it going to be able to sort of, you know, fit in but stand out at the same time? And for the most part, my fear has been validated, at least to me. I really enjoy the game. I think it is a fun game. If you like open world games, you're probably going to really like this. The differentiating factor here is the hacking mechanic. And I like the way that it's built into so many different facets of the game. So let's say you do a mission. Well, it's not really mission-based, this one. It is mission-based, but the missions are all following one standard storyline that you can't affect. It's a linear progression storyline. But there's tons of, you know, side quests and everything, and I've shown you through the videos here, which I hope you've enjoyed. But its gimmick is that hacking mechanic. So, like, let's say you're on a mission and you've got either cops coming after you or enemies coming at you, and as you're driving by, you can, say, switch the lights for the traffic lights so that you can cause an accident. There might be some steam pipes under the city. You could rupture those and cause like a big explosion so that cars will go flying, things like that. And it's fun. It is fun. And I also really like, while you're on the missions, you can use stealth in the combat. There's the cat. He says hello. And I like that. I think that's really cool that you can do that. That you can take over like a security camera. You can see where the enemies are. Sometimes you can, like, say, activate their cell phones to detonate and explode, which will kill them right away. You can interact with some of the environments. But ultimately, when you take all of this together, to me, right now, it's still an open world game with a gimmick. It's not much more different than anything else that we've seen before. I like the gimmick. I like the sort of way that Ubisoft went with this. The production values are awesome, although it doesn't look anywhere near as good as it did, at least I find, in that E3 demonstration that was clearly done with a PC with, like, you know, souped up It's a very nice game. I would go on and say it's a beautiful looking game, especially when it's raining out and everything like that. It looks really, really nice. But I find it was a little misleading, that gameplay that we saw at E3, was it last year, the year before, whatever. So right now I'm enjoying it. I like the story. It's got a nice, good storyline. I think a lot of you guys are really going to enjoy the multiplayer aspects and also the hacking mechanics. It's just, I don't know, for me, I think maybe I'm starting to not tire of the open world concept, but maybe I've played too many of them or something now that they're almost all feeling the same thing. Like anytime in this particular game, anytime someone needs help, you get this little icon. It's like, oh, there's a crime in progress. And if you go and stop the crime, it's, there's maybe, say, 5 or 6 different types of crimes, but it's always those 5 or 6 types. And same thing with like side quests, other types of side quests, or like the online component. I don't know what it is. I'm going to be really curious to hear what you guys have to say when you play the game, because you might love it. You might say, greatest game ever! But I'm kind of curious. For me, it's a good game. It's a solid game. I will recommend that people go out and pick it up. But I haven't been blown away as I thought it was going to be. I thought this was going to be like another Last of Us moment for me, for open world games. I thought it was really going to be like, wow. But that just hasn't happened yet. It's good. It's a good game, but I don't know if I would say it's a great game. All right, guys, that's my initial impressions of Watch Dogs. I'm gonna have the full review out as soon as I finish the game, and that's pretty much all she wrote. Be sure to leave a comment and let me know what you guys think of the game when you get a chance to play it. And that's it. Be on the lookout for more videos on Watch Dogs and the review coming up ASAP. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back soon.